It's good to see you, my friend. It's been far too long. I see my letters found you well. Did you have to tell the city of my return? I wish not for fanfare. Not to be ungrateful. It's just that I don't feel like I don't deserve it. Survivor's remorse? Perhaps. That's quick and astute of you. True, you did have 2 years. For the reason I left in the beginning, yes, everyone is talking of the beast. A beast that was only known as a dragon, without ever knowing its true nature. Let me tell you what happened. It was a green dragon. We didn't have any clue what type it was until it was too late. It happened over 2 years ago, as you may recall. 7 of us started that journey, my friends and I, to vanquish the Great Worm. I'm the sole survivor. Half of us didn't even see the dragon before falling to its minions, leaving 4 of us to do battle with a thing that has been plaguing the valley and beyond. Once the battle started, it happened quickly, lasting maybe only a minute, yet it seemed to last forever. With its poisonous breath, raw power and speed, it was the most terrifying moment of my life. Only with the combined skills of my guildmates and me did we reveal the creature's lair. But even that was only the beginning of what we faced. It wasn't a walk up to its fortress. There were many things that we couldn't have known to prepare for. The real challenge came after discovering its lair, and that's where the ordeal truly began. There were lies, illusions, wave after wave of enemies. I've never seen such devotion. And the dragon, it was a force of nature, and to be respected for all its charm and guile. I only wish the worm's nature wasn't to manipulate and destroy. However, that seems to be a deep-rooted issue that is beside the point. It was a problem that needed to be dealt with. Unfortunately, that was merely one dragon. There's a world full of chromatic worms. As is known, dragons are known for their ego, and this one was no different. Despite surviving the worm, the challenges did not end there. Did it have a treasure hoard? Yes, of course it did. Don't tell anyone, I stashed as much as I could in a portable hole. It's an extra-dimensional space, often a satchel or backpack. Yes, I own mine. The guild just doesn't hand them out, not to anyone at least. I got sidetracked. This next part also needs explaining. As you may know, the world is full of magic and items of significance. Our guild and many other organizations have a stone basin that holds memories of past adventurers. Yes, just like the one at the Wizards Guild. Or was it a school? It's famous, and you seem familiar with the idea. Oh, it's often called the Goblet of Memories, or its more ominous name, Well of Souls. That's not an accurate name, though. One can extract a chosen event from experience and make it so that others can also live it. Not in a vicarious way, but as a prosperity for future generations. Speaking of past experiences, let me explain why that memory basin is so important to us. It's a relic available to the guild and honored guests. Anyway, I will submit my experience for analysis and recording, so historians and bards alike might find meaning, or at least a memorable story within it. Here, I saved as many bracelets as I could. I want you to have one. Though it belonged to a fallen friend, all of them did at one point. This isn't a binding gesture. It's simple, to identify you to the guards as a friend of the guild. It also carries a hidden power. If you're in danger and you need to escape, it will sense and transport you to our teleportation circle. You're familiar with that one. so I won't explain it further. Be sure to wear it overnight and do not remove it if you intend to use it. You wonder why I didn't use the bracelet to return? It's truly meant for emergencies only. I want you to have one, not as an obligation, but as a token of our friendship. Through this, you can experience my memories firsthand, rather than relying on my words to convey them. You may revisit them as often as you like. Why did I take so long to come back? I needed time to heal, and I found a mountain town. While recovering, I started to question my role as a warrior for humanity in general. Even the role of the dragons and beasts. I haven't come to any conclusions set in stone, but I'm ready for the next part of my story to unfold. For the time being, while getting reacquainted with the city, I think I'll be a gardener or a janitor. Then if things go well, I want to be an alchemist. That's not to say I can't continue adventuring as a warrior. I want something that others can take with them, from potions to poisons. I want to heal, not to play God, to help as best I can. Changing vocations will take time. I spent 2 years idle. That sort of isolation has a tendency to drive people restless or worse, but I endured it. The time spent with mystics, sages, and finally my time alone in the cave was a crucible. I feared I might never return the same as I was, but that was never in the cards. Not everyone can slay a dragon, and fewer can remain as they were after such an ordeal. There's always going to be beasts hounding and haunting humanity. I don't need their destruction to be the only thing that defines me. It sounds exhausting, and my ability to slay demons and other evil outsiders is limited. Well, everything is. But if I can heal one other person who might not have made it, it will have been worth it. I realized I saved the city from monsters. It's just that I know there's more that I can offer. I don't need to risk my life with a weapon in hand. Yes, others have served longer and fought just as hard, but my path lies as a healer, one who can give salves and tinctures for all ailments. If the trials I've endured can save another or give them hope when everything seems bleak, hopefully they won't find life a burden, as I have for so many years. Yes, even before and after the dragon. I lost 6 friends that day. Yes, it still hurts. There were 4 men, counting me, and 3 women. What were their names? They're etched in the memorial hall. It's just I haven't said their names aloud in so long. There was Bernard, the mage, Freya, the strong, Luke, the wise, Mordecai, the healer, Sonia, the shield, and last but not least, a mouse, the thief and scout. When we had set out to slay the worm, we were never under the illusion that it would be easy, or that any of us would make it back. But we all dreamt of making it back, of not losing anyone. How naive it all seems. You know, I've yet to revisit any of my previous adventures in the Goblet of Memory. Sure, I played them back in my mind, but never from the goblet. Why? Because I'm worried about my own naivety. It will be tough seeing my friends fall again in vivid detail. I've already been through the hardest part. It needs to be done for prosperity. You're right. I could start with the last one I left with the guild. After all, that one doesn't bring up intense emotions. Yes, the dragon. But I wasn't scared of going to it. It was the actual battle and the scar it left on me. No, not the actual scars, the spiritual ones. We're nearing our destination, and we have to part ways soon. Hopefully history finds my journey to their liking. Not that I did it for approval. Well, some of it was. I did it because there weren't enough people answering the call of adventure. I expect to be busy these next few days. I hope to see you in 2 or 3 days, preferably after dinner. May I share something with you? Thank you. You were the reason I began adventuring. If not for you, I might have simply stayed at home. Even after 2 years spent in solitude, I only realized during my journeys how much I needed adventure in my life, not just safety. Although I said I didn't do it for approval, and that wasn't entirely true. You've always been there since our earliest days when we caused trouble in the village, back before the world grew so much darker. True, the world has changed greatly, but I believe together we can handle anything that comes. Even when it feels overwhelming. I regret taking so long to return, but I am here now and committed to staying. If I may ask, are you seeing anyone? If not, perhaps what I have to say will mean more to you. I promised myself I would tell you this in person. I realized during our time apart that I love you. I hope these words bring us together, not discomfort. Speaking honestly is important, and I want to face this next chapter with you. If you'll have me, I want to share this journey with you. You've always known? I suppose I've never been good at hiding my emotions. Perhaps I'm a hopeless romantic. There are surely worse things to be. Please remember to wear the bracelet. We are nearly at the guild, so we must part ways for now. Thank you for your patience and your presence. Even after all these years, I suppose we both have a bit of hopefulness. I'll see you soon. Stay safe. And know from this moment on you're not alone. Together we will find meaning in whatever the future brings.